lucky me.
But
For sure, man.
yeah, man. So one of the bigger news ish, right?
Yeah.
Is Minecraft Dungeons
Yeah.
getting an arcade version?
Yeah. So, during this COVID era, the last thing I would think we would see is, a big, hey guys, Minecraft is coming to the arcades with this 4-player Minecraft Dungeons arcade cabinet. This kind of came out of left field in my eyes. I wouldn't have predicted this in a million years.
Yeah.
Would this make a good arcade game? Absolutely. Like we all had those times playing The Simpsons on the arcade.
Man.
Amazing game. Gauntlet.
Simpsons, Street Fighter,
You know,
Ninja Turtles.
yeah, all those 4-player co-op games. Like, there's magic in the arcade when you're just with some buddies. Trying to
Yeah.
beat the game. Putting another quarter in when someone's dying. Like this. Let's face it, we played this game together when it came out because it was
Mhm.
free on Game Pass. This game is best played with other people. I think that's safe to say.
Yeah, for sure.
When you play with
That was the same with like Trove
Yeah.
on the PlayStation and all that stuff. Yeah.
these types of games, this is a little action RPG light. You know what I mean? These games are best played with other people. So on the arcade, I can absolutely see this would be a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only caveat I thought was, oh, what about your progression? Are you always starting at level 1? It's gonna kind of suck to always do the beginning levels over again. I
Mhm.
don't know how they're organizing like the levels, the progression in the game.
Yeah.
But one unique feature that this game is going to have is cards. So it's kind of like a throwback to all those old arcade games I used to play as a kid, where you'd go and play the game. When you put in your quarter or whatever, you'd get a card from it. And that card would have some sort of feature. Like, it would unlock a car next time you played. Or I used to play this bug fighting game. You would unlock that bug, and you could always keep using it if you swipe the card before you, enter your
Start
money.
playing. Yeah.
So that's what this is doing. So your progression is tied to these cards. So every time you play the game, you'll get a card.
Mm.
The card can be a skin, it can be a weapon, it can be some sort of armor, a
Mhm.
hat, a little trinket. So you can have up to 5 of these items tied to your character. So the more you play, the more cards you get, the more you collect, the more you can start the game off on a better foot. So
Okay.
essentially, it progress the game faster if you got these awesome weapons and stuff like that.
Right.
So, and it would probably be cool just like collect, like if you're really into the game, I just want to collect all the cards. I want to have all the weapons and the armor.
Now, is it gonna be physical cards or is it gonna be digital?
It's going to be like a physical card.
Hmm.
So,
It'd be kind of dope if it was digital, right? Because if you had like these are like Minecraft Dungeons Arcade isn't like a regular arcade game, right? That's on the Xbox. It's like a physical arcade box.
Yes, the
that
cabinet.
You would, like
Yep.
the cabinets that you would get, shipped to your house, or you'd find at like an arcade,
Yeah.
spot or something like that. So it'd be kind of cool if on the box there was like an area where you could place your phone at, and it had an NFC reader, and then you had your cards on there,
that would be
and
cool.
you could like go through your phone, pick the cards that you want to equip to your player,
Yeah.
and then maybe there's like an online feature for the cabinet. So like you would have your login information on here, and it would take that, sign you on, and then you could find like another player or something like that to play with, so that you'd be running the dungeons with somebody else, that could be playing on like PlayStation or something. That'd be
Yeah.
kind of cool.
That would be kind of
Because
cool.
it would give you a different feel, when you're playing it and whatnot, but it would still connect you like modern times.
Yeah.
So, and it would be nice to, the thing I don't like about like cards and things like that is that you have to keep track of them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You have to keep them in something or whatever, but your phone is always with you.
Yeah.
Well, for the most part, some
Yeah.
people lose their shit, but your phone being next to you, you have all of your cards right here.
Yeah.
You have like a little Minecraft Dungeons wallet, and then boom,
Yeah.
you're able to do it.
I definitely see that having some appeal, especially if they gave you a card and it had like a little key on it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll type that number in.
Right.
I could either swipe it or I have it on my account now. I got my little thing right here.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
Yeah,
pretty
especially
dope.
if you like keeping them for like collector's
Yeah.
edition, looking at a book
Yeah.
or something like
Because
that.
although we are in a digital world, the physicalness is still, like, because it's an arcade cabinet.
Mhm.
Like, I don't mind them having these physical cards and making it more of like a manual thing, just
Yeah.
because it's like it's like kind of a throwback to the like so many games that used to have these cards too. It's just something cool about it. It's
Right.
something that actually makes you want to go back and play it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It gives you, it has something about that physicalness, like it's a draw, you know.
Yeah, because you have an item, and and you're told that you can use it again. So
Yeah,
it's
so like, oh yeah, I want to
go
play
and
this
play again.
again, you know.
Yeah.
So and for the people that collect, it gives you a reason to go and keep playing it. Like even if you suck at the game, or you just want to collect. Let's say you're just a Minecraft fan,
Yeah.
you're gonna potentially, oh, I want my diamond, I want the whole diamond armor or something, Maybe you
Mhm.
want to go collect that. But it seems like a pretty cool idea to me, and it's just out of left field. What about you? How do you think? Would you predict that Minecraft Dungeons would be ported to arcade?
I wouldn't, but I mean, I see how it can be easy, right? Because I mean, the majority of the games that are in like those arcade boxes, those cabinets, are like little 16, 18-bit games. You know what I mean? So they're not requiring a whole lot of data, I think, or power. And I think you can probably the housing of that cabinet is probably like bones dry empty, right? In there.
It's
It's
just
just like
Xbox
a little
inside.
small like motherboard or something, and then
Yeah.
a freaking your
Yeah.
screen or whatever that you're playing on. So I don't see why you wouldn't be able to just like build one. You know what
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean? Like find the schematics for it and just build one.
Yeah,
In
that
a
would
sense.
be dope.
But yeah, it just seems like because it's like a different game like that. I don't know why they wouldn't create more cabinets, for different things like Shovel Knight, or Hollow Knight, being able to have a cabinet for that. There's quite a few games, 8-bit games out there.
Yeah.
I think that Moonlighter would be good as as having a cabinet, different other games, that it'd be like, oh, that'd be cool to have, you know what I mean? Just like a
Yeah.
little box or something. So maybe there's somebody out there that's got like that niche that they just build cabinets and then they can get like whatever game
Yeah.
put on there. Yeah, I don't know how it would work, because
Yeah.
you technically would have to buy the game and then, get it put on there. But I'm sure there's some way to figure out how to work that.
Yeah. Yeah. I just thought of like, what if Dark Souls, Demon Souls was in the arcade? That'd be crazy,
Like the OG ones, I don't think they would pull too much. They would require too much to be able to play those.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool because it would keep you coming back. Like every time you die, you got to put another quarter in, and
Yeah.
it counts down. You're like, oh crap, let me put another
Yeah,
quarter.
you would get mad money, man.
You'd go
Freaking Demon Souls on arcade,
and you get
charge
people to
50
rage
cents or
like,
something to
screw
play.
this game, I'm done with this. You know what I mean? That'd be cool if it gave you a card like, doop, oh,
That's what I was just thinking,
Yeah.
dude. Getting like some of those armor pieces and whatnot.
that'd be
Playing
sick,
to like,
dude.
because Dark Souls, Demon Souls, the way you get the armor is just from drops.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool if like shit dropped in the game and then you actually got a card.
Dang, you're like, whoa.
You know what I mean? So like you have like this freaking Yu-Gi-Oh deck of like 40-something cards. You're just like siphoning through them to pick your armor and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it'd be pretty cool. It probably would be more logical, right? If you were to get to like certain points, like checkpoints of the game, and then you would get the cards
Yeah.
that you ended the game with. You know what
That'd
I
be
mean?
cool.
Or that you got to that checkpoint with. So it's like you collect a bunch of things, and if you die, you lost them. But if you can make it to that point, after the boss or something like that, then boom, you get like all these cards plus like the special card for the boss
Yeah.
or something.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, that would be fun, man. You gotta look into.
Yeah, but anyways, they could do a lot of good things with arcades, but it's a dying thing, Arcades are
I mean, especially now since it's like
yeah.
rough to be out and whatnot around
Yeah,
everybody.
You know what I mean? So I don't even know where there is arcades. I mean, I know there's still some, but like
there's one arcade spot next to the Redlands Food Lab, or is it Riverside Food Lab?
Riverside?
Yeah, the Riverside.
Oh, isn't it Pixels or
food
something
lab
like
that they have? There's like a spot that's like right next to it.
Oh, okay.
That has like video games and stuff like that in there.
Oh, okay.
I've never been inside, but I did see it there, and I think
okay.
it's still open currently.
Is that place called Pixels or something like that? Or maybe not.
I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah.
I'd have to Google it.
Yeah, because I know when I went to downtown San Diego
Mm-hmm.
near the Gas Lab district for work,
Yeah.
there's like some vendor or some company that we have a contract with,
Mm-hmm.
and they took everyone to they had like, hey, all of our customers can come to the arcade, it's all
okay.
you can eat and drink and free games, and we're
Nice.
like, heck yeah. So we got there, So we like walked past it when we left our conference,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh yeah, guys, come inside." So we're like, "All right, let's go drop off our stuff at the hotel room and stuff."
Yeah.
And by the time we coming back, they're like gone. We're like, is this company still here?" He's like, "No, they closed up." We're like, "What the?" The guy was literally here for like 30 minutes. Like maybe
Damn.
because no one came. But like, there's a group of like 4 or 5 of us. Like we're about to like play all the games. Like as long
Yeah.
as they're for free, because
Yeah.
they had the Simpsons, Ninja Turtle, the little basketball hoops. They had air hockey. They had everything. So we're like, dude, we'll just stay here as long as we can play stuff for free and get free food. Just we'll stay here all night. If
Yeah.
we could. But like the company left. We still ended up playing games and doing stuff there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Right.
We still played games and stuff. But I was like, dang. But I know Dave and Buster's. I guess that's considered arcade, right? Is that considered arcade?
I get it. I would say it's an arcade.
Okay.
Just because of everything that's in it.
'Cause we
but
still got
you got
those.
like the alcohol and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
We still got those Dave and Buster's. We
What's
got
the other one?
Big House.
No, it's Dave and Buster's, but there's another one. GameWorks or something like that, right?
Rip.
That's like
yeah.
in Ontario. Is that gone?
Yeah, they went out of
Okay.
business. Yeah, dude.
Damn.
I used to like those. That GameWorks is the place I used to go and get all the cards from.
Oh,
I used to play this bug battle game, these Initial D racing games. Man,
Yeah.
that's where I would get all the cards from back in the day.
Mm.
But
I wonder if you could like find out when a business like that is shutting down and see if you can purchase like any of their cabinets. You know what
I mean, I'm sure they liquidate. I'm sure they do at some
Yeah.
point. But yeah, dude, that'd be
'Cause
sick.
that'd be cool to have like like the Simpsons cabinet or like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know what I mean? Arcades.
Dude,
be able to play it.
The crazy thing is, I went to Dave and Buster's, the GameWorks, the day before it closed.
Did you?
There was no sign inside. There's nothing. Like, there's no indication that the place was closing. My wife and I, we were playing like Initial D. We were playing other games.
Yeah.
And I remember I went to the bar, and I was like, "Can I get I don't know, Coke or something?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So he gave me 2 Cokes. He's like, "What else do you want?" He's like, "You want some beer? You want
He was
this?"
just giving shit away.
Well, he was, but I wasn't. And he's like, "What else do you want?" I was like, "This is it." He's like, "All right, thanks." I was like, "Here's my money." He's like, "Nah, we're good." I was like, "What?" And so I'm like, "Hey, look, we got these Cokes for free."
You
She's
should
like,
have gone back. Hey, about that beer.
That's what I told him. I was like, and he offered me like do I want beer? Do I want some like Patron? I don't remember what he said.
Damn, he was offering Patron.
I don't remember what he said. But
Yeah, man, pass
I
the
told my
bottle over
wife,
here.
I was like, and he was just having like an awesome time, like talking to everyone at the bar. I was
Yeah.
like, look, is he like giving people stuff for free? I was like, he gave this to us for free. Anyway, so we leave
Yeah.
the next day. In the newspaper or whatever,
Uh-huh.
it's like GameWorks has shut down. I'm like, what the
Man.
fuck? I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I was like,
dude.
okay, he was for sure offering things for free. Like, hey, we got to get rid of everything.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of this inventory, man. If you don't want it, I
'Cause-
gotta take it home.
Because it was like, it was pretty close to the closing of GameWorks, like within like an hour. It was closing within an hour, like that day. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, maybe it's just late. Like he's just like chill. Maybe he already closed up like the cash register or
Yeah.
something. But I told my wife like, yeah, we would have for sure got some free stuff. You know.
I love you, me.